Are we on? I think we're on.
That's a good start.
Sure, yeah.
Tony and Amoni. Oh, yeah.
There you go. You need to get your songwriter friend on that.
Maine or
What's
wherever.
his name? That did the Marissa song?
Marissa Show. Yeah.
What the heck is that guy's name?
Just don't ever ask me anything if I don't have it like
Modern
written down.
Media, right? Modern Media?
Oh,
Motern,
yes.
Motern Media.
Motern Media. That's right. Good one.
But what's the guy's name?
I have no idea.
I forget.
She should
John
know.
Victon,
He
where are
wrote a song
Yeah.
Are
for
you
her.
kidding me?
Anyway,
Is
so
that a
that's the soft open of the
Whoa,
show here
yeah.
this morning. My name is Jaime Gutierrez, and you are listening and watching the Fox Valley Voice, the only live YouTube talk show dedicated to exploring the magnificent people, places, and events in and around the Fox Valley.
So deep.
Yes. And it is time for the spring edition of the Tony and Amoni Show. We would like to welcome to the studio live and in person. In the middle is Marissa Amoni, publisher
Hello.
of the world famous in Aurora, Downtown Auroran Magazine.
Right. World famous in Aurora. That's the new tagline.
Yes, just like her.
Here, right in front of her face. There you go.
Yeah.
There's the magazine.
It's much better. Chris Evans cover.
And we've got Tony Scott. He's a reporter, newspaper man.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Raconteur.
Old. That's an old-fashioned thing to be, a newspaper man.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like being a blacksmith or
or
a cobbler.
like a train conductor or something.
Yeah. I think they have those though. Still, I think you kind of need. Some kind of
right. Okay, I'm thinking more of the old-fashioned.
Well, right,
like in the Polar Express.
Right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of old fashioned, you guys look so handsome. Tony.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
yeah.
I'm like the luckiest chick in,
I've got
in the world of Aurora.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Yeah, you guys look great. So you tell me about this. You've been to the Batavia, the world famous.
You're referring to our facial hair.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Beard scar.
Are we allowed to talk about it because it's not in Aurora?
That's okay. We do the Aurora area.
And it is Fox Valley voice.
Yeah.
Not Aurora voice.
That's right.
All right. So you consider Batavia to be a suburb of Aurora?
I do.
Haha.
It's the Aurora area.
Yes. Okay. Well then.
And we do, the Aurora area.
The chamber.
Not the
Right?
chamber.
No.
The Convention Visitors Bureau.
Thank you.
They
The Aurora
include-
Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. They cover Batavia.
Really?
It's
Okay.
it's all the Aurora area there.
Well, then I guess we're allowed to bring it up. But yes, both Tony and I are clients of a fabulous barbershop right on Route 31 in Batavia called Beard Scarred Barbers. It's a mom and pop shop owned and operated by Tyler and Natalie Anderson, and they are fabulous people. And they have created quite a mecca for all things gentlemanly in terms of hair and beard care.
Yes.
So
Tony-
I'm impressed.
Tony, why don't you
It's a
tell
great small business.
us a little bit about your experience there at Beard Scar? You went for the first time a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I went for the first time and it was great. They have a nice shop there. Looks like they renovated an old school. I don't even know what it was. What the space was before.
It was a photography studio. Actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Barton.
And they've got all the old school barber chairs and everything all lined up. Now I didn't participate in this, but apparently they do the old fashioned straight razor shave, the hot towel, all the accoutrement, if you will.
Accoutrement.
I probably used that word wrong, but
It sounded so great,
crouton.
though.
They pass out croutons.
they passed out the crouton. I believe Tyler was the one who cut my hair, my beard, did a nice little trim.
I really like it. I like the style. And the thing that's great about that place is you can really recognize, like, I know as soon as I spot, a guy with a cool facial hair going on, hairage. I don't know.
They have their own little trademark, going on.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. And you got some oil.
Yeah, they actually took out this tray of various oils, and you could like smell if you want. One of them smelled like kind of like a woodsy, kind of a bonfire kind of smell, and one of them I think smelled like I don't know, it was whiskey or something. There was like just different
I
kinds
love
of
it.
things. I took the
I didn't
the
need that
mint,
because I
the
always
minty.
smell like whiskey.
Well, right. Well, that's a good point. Good point. I took one. I bought one called Klaus, and it kind of has a minty smell to it.
Nice.
Also, notes of pine and tobacco in that one.
Yes.
Because apparently that's
So
what
manly.
Santa Claus
Yes.
smells like. Pine
Hey.
trees and tobacco.
Why not? Why not?
Oh,
But anyway,
fun.
so facial hair.
And whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you guys look great.
Well, thank
and
you.
I feel very lucky.
We highly recommend all of you gentlemen, and also for the ladies, if you want to get your fella something special, they do. They'll be happy to give you a gift certificate for your guy. So
Yeah.
look them up. Beards Guard Barbers, and good stuff. You can even just go in there and hang out.
Yeah.
Like they've got tons of books and stuff, and
they've got great music playing, which normally,
They have their own
if I
Spotify.
go to one of those kind of chain
Yeah.
cutting places, it's always like
the Pointer Sisters.
horrible, or like just horrible pop.
So
that
great,
just is-
great clips doesn't have like awesome indie rock on.
No. Yeah, there's usually like
Unfortunate.
some kind of something to tap
something.
your toe to. Yeah.
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 They
Well,
actually-
I'm excited for them. I'm glad they're successful,
Yeah.
and I think it's a great small business.
good
Speaking of small
Oh,
businesses,
small businesses.
Well, hey, hang on. I know
yeah, okay,
you're
you-
like a
you-
train
yeah,
running
I am.
downhill here,
I
but
am.
just
you got
as a
you got
reminder
something to say?
for those of you who are listening and watching and you would like to participate, we'll try to get a word in for you. But you can interact with us on Facebook and also underneath the video on YouTube. Just to go ahead and make your comments there, and we'll get them on the air for you. But I'm just gonna back off, and we're just gonna hand it over to Marissa. She's gonna start tell us what is going on here.
I'll be over here. I'll just
Yeah,
be over.
Tony. Yeah, feel
No,
free to jump
stop.
in.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
I cannot be silly.
Tony always helps me copy edit the new issue, so I appreciate that. He's a great guy. And but yeah, speaking of small businesses, I wanted to mention a couple that just opened in downtown Aurora.
Oh,
Usamba,
you samba?
yeah.
Oh yes, the Brazilian
Yeah, a little piece of
restaurant,
Brazil
cafe.
in downtown Aurora.
Have you
Yeah.
been?
I have not been,
I know
but it's
Javi went,
Javi went,
and if Javi likes it, I like it.
Right.
yeah, it's
That's not
received
actually
some
true.
good. No, I've heard good things. I've heard good things.
Yeah, something
But,
different, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's something different.
I don't recall
and
there
real
being
authentic.
any other Brazilian type places in the area.
Yeah, no, this guy who owns it, he brought his parents from their homeland, and yeah, and they speak Portuguese. I'm sure Happy wants everyone to know that.
Yeah,
not
not
Spanish.
Spanish.
Not
right.
Spanish.
But yeah, no, it's kind of like a Brazilian fast food type place, but it looks really nice. They have like white tablecloths. They did a great job. It used to be Comfort Zone for those of you
yeah.
who are
Yes.
tuning in, and it's on Restaurant Row on New York Street. And so, yeah, it's exciting, with Chef Amori there. He's doing such a great job. And Bally Doyle across the street. And then, and if anyone wants to open up a business in downtown Aurora, now is the time, because, Aurora downtown is offering like up to $6,000 in rental assistance.
Free rent.
So
That's
it
a lot
really
of
is
money.
the time.
We did. I
So-
think we
so
might
yeah,
have
it's
talked about it
perfect.
briefly last show, but my friend from Batavia, Matt Knowles, he's
All
got
spoked
his all spoked up bike shop is
Yep.
ready to go down there.
It is open now. He's been doing a soft opening, and we were just talking this morning, and he's thinking of maybe having the grand opening April 9th. So
Ooh.
so
all
yeah,
right.
so
Stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Okay.
Check back.
The consummate broadcaster.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah, let's talk about the new fashion issue. So Tony, what did you think? You
beautiful.
edited it.
It's beautiful. All kinds of fashion tips and advice and
Not true. Not true at all.
ways
My
wait.
editor does not read the
wait.
magazine.
Well, we do.
ways to enjoy the Paris Fashion Week without an invite, which I'm planning on going.
Oh, so funny.
Zoolander ended up at the Paris Fashion Show. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Oh, funny.
Back. Got
So-
a nice Don
But yeah,
Picton comic here.
Yeah, Don always does a great job.
Yes, he's an extremely fashionable young
super
man.
funny with the Leland Tower, which is
Profiles, Lita Lou.
Yeah, so we profile artist Lita Lou. She's a regular at the art bar, and she has a mural up right now in one of the vacant windows downtown. And then we talked to Claudia and Jessica.
Right.
And they're our downtown fashionistas. They each own boutiques in downtown Aurora. Claudia owns Glan's Boutique, and Jessica owns YM Boutique. And they're both great places to shop. I've purchased clothes at YM. It's adorable. She has the super eye for
trendy,
fashionable, cute clothes.
Very nice.
So yeah, if you're looking for something special for your lovely wife,
always
visit YM Boutique.
Always
on Downer.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely, and it's important to support local folks. You know, I mean, you could go to a big box place where you could, maybe buy a dress and also some motor oil and
maybe
a dress and motor oil.
Yeah,
yes,
and peanut butter.
Yeah.
And have a party.
Or you could go to one of these places, a boutique,
boy.
and get something unusual. You don't want to wear the same. Does that ever happen? I mean, I do not visit boutiques for myself.
No.
You're walking down the street and you're thinking you're looking good, and then all of a sudden you see some schmo walking towards you. He's wearing the exact same thing you're wearing, and you're just like, oh my god.
Well, the funny thing about Aurora right now is that has happened, but it's a good thing. It happens with Yeti T-shirts.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but
you
that's
and Max
cool, though.
have
Oh, yeah.
the same, and no, it's totally cool, which is a good thing. It's fun.
Sure.
It's like you're
Yeah,
in the
sure.
cool
Why
kids
not?
club wearing a Yeti.
Or the
T-shirt.
the Noah's Arcade shirts, are
Yes.
pretty ubiquitous in the area.
Those are fun. Those
Okay.
are fun.
Those are
And
fun,
speaking of Noah's Arcade, we saw them at I did at Kiss the Sky not too long ago, and they're coming out with a new album, I think.
They're gonna have a
Something's going
CD
on here.
release
Yeah.
in April.
Okay.
At the Roundhouse. Isn't it?
Record Store Day, isn't it? Record Store Day?
Okay,
No.
well, that's
or no.
April 18th, I think. It's
Yeah,
April
April
18th.
18th is Record Store Day, but I think that their record release party is going to be at the Roundhouse.
Right. But
But
I mean, it's
Yeah,
that.
but
It's
on that day as
Saturday,
well.
On that
April
day.
18th. Okay.
It is. I'm pretty sure it is.
But tomorrow at Kiss the Sky, tomorrow morning,
Oh,
Greg Burner.
GB,
GB.
old GB, standby.
I think
he'll
this
be-
is
and I
the
love
longest we've
they're
gone
doing
before
that.
mentioning Greg
Yeah.
Burner on the show. We went a whole 12 minutes.
He must be off of Facebook today.
Yeah.
Usually he's asking some questions or something. Greg, where are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it because this guy's doing this
Hey,
Saturday cafe thing, and it's been awesome. We've
Yeah.
gone. I've taken the kids. It's super
They
fun.
have they've got muffins or something,
Yeah.
right?
They have like
Variety of
some-
pastries.
mhm,
baked
pastries,
goods
baked
and
goods.
coffee, and you can
Yeah.
peruse. I go straight to the new, the area where they have the recent
Sure.
used records.
Sure.
And in fact, I was just there yesterday chatting with Steve, and there are a handful of Louis Jordan records in there that I am drooling over, except they're $20 a piece.
Yeah.
I'm more like in the $5 to $8
Right,
range
right,
for a
right.
record at this point. But
Some of those jazz ones get a little.
yeah.
They're very hard to find.
So yeah, if anyone wants to pick those up and
Right.
just hand them over to me, Louis Jordan.
Right.
All right, I'll keep it on my birthday list for Jaime.
I like Louis Jordan. Beans and cornbread. That's a great stuff.
He's got some really good stuff. And he's not really all that well known.
Right.
And he should be. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to mount a campaign.
Sure. But
I
yeah,
know.
Kiss the Sky. And the times that I've been in there, they've got a real nice crowd in there on Saturdays.
For the
which
Saturday
is,
cafe?
Which is,
It's
good
been
for
great. Yeah.
good for business.
We tried to go one time, and we busted through the door, and there was nobody in there, and it was because I went on the wrong day.
Oh, boo.
I know. I was so excited. I dragged the entire family along, and
Of course.
and then I was
Was it like Sunday or
way
something?
to go, Dad. No, it was on a Saturday that did not have a
I
cafe.
see. That did not have the. I see.
Yeah.
Well, it is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
And I think it's 10 to noon.
Yes.
Something
Greg
like
Werner,
that.
he'll
So
be playing
I'll
his
be
hits. Plenty of new songs, I
Yeah.
guess. He's debuting.
Plenty, huh?
Actually,
Plenty.
I have
Maybe-
I don't think so. I
Maybe
think-
one new song that's like a year
Maybe
old.
new to you. Maybe new to people who don't know.
It's new to you.
GB. Yeah.
There you go.
So did you guys check out First Fridays last month?
I went to the Martin Soto.
Yes.
Ooh.
What do we call this?
Kunstler House.
Kunstler. You gotta be
be
careful.
careful,
Yeah.
One word. Kunstler House.
Kunstler House. Australian. No, I'm sorry. Austria.
Same thing.
No, not at all.
Same thing.
Not
Although
at all.
you just upset our viewers in Austria and
Yeah.
Australia.
Right.
No, it's based off of Kunstler House in Austria. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So no kangaroos.
So we were hanging out there for a while, also enjoying the musical stylings of Chad Watson and John Papadolius.
Oh, nice.
We had such a good time going to Amori's that night. That was no. Wait, they were,
Oh, Amoni.
I know.
No, they were.
no, I totally missed them, but I picture them at
Right.
Amori's. No, Matt
No,
McCain and Kevin
KT
Trudeau
was
and,
at Amori's
yeah,
that year.
clearly, I'm on to the next thing here. Not listening.
All right, here we go.
man.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, we
was-
practiced this. We practiced.
I went to Art Bar and I perused the Tentacle Show. I believe it was.
Oh, that's right. That was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bobby did a great job.
Yeah.
Had I think the most artists
It's
ever.
a
at
very
the Art Bar.
specific theme for a for a
Wasn't
show.
that fun?
Yeah.
I
They all
we didn't
they
make
did a
it. I
great
didn't
job.
make it there, and I apologize. We went the month before to Art Bar, which
Okay.
was the sex, right? Wasn't that the
Was that what it was?
I
the
don't
sexy
think sex
show?
was ever
Yeah,
a
wasn't
theme.
that the theme? I don't know. There was a lot of
I don't think
risque type
Maybe
stuff
it was
hanging
risque.
around
Bobby,
there,
where
yeah.
are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
What
Wasn't
was
it- wasn't
last
that?
month?
Probably, yeah.
I think it was.
And then I went to the Yeti and played some pinball. It was fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah, well, we did the pinball before the Tommy show.
Okay.
So that was
Nice.
previous month as well. That was
Nice.
February.
Okay.
And that was a good night, right? Because the
Yes.
whole theme of the Tommy was pinball. And
Right.
so to play the pinball and then go watch a show.
I am not a pinball wizard.
No,
I'm not
I would
at
like
all.
to be.
Yeah.
I would be. But I
No.
just,
Right. We
Don't have the
we
time for that.
Jobs.
yeah.
Thanks. So.
Sin was the theme.
Sin, not sex.
Oh. Well, there were a
Yes.
lot of sexy sins being
Sinful.
depicted.
Sure. Which should make sense. Yeah, since our culture views sex as a sin.
Yeah.
but
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Sex is a sin, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
I don't think so.
I was raised Catholic, so obviously, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Horrible.
But no, okay, so I'm sorry. So John Papadolius and Chad were playing at Kunstler House. Okay, oh, how fun.
Okay.
I missed that because I was hanging out at the Yeti. They had a pinball party and
It's
Like a chanson du Chad
Um,
thing? Or,
well, it was more a general jazz rather than the
okay.
specific.
like gypsy jazz?
Yeah, gypsy
Right.
jazz. They were just jazzy all around.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, no, they're great.
They're
I always
fabulous.
like them.
Yeah.
But I
Wonderful.
did see at Amori's. I saw
Kevin Trudeau.
Kevin Trudeau and Jake Mack and Matt
whole
McCain
gang.
and Chad Watson. And who's the guy who plays the stand-up bass?
Oh,
He's great.
yes.
Jay?
Jay
Yeah, Jay
Olasek.
Olasek.
He's
So
wonderful.
yeah, no, they were really great.
Oh.
Really, and Matt McCain did a
what?
great job covering Elvis Costello, and it was a lot of fun. First Fridays is fun, and we're having the Trolleys again until August.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and maybe even
So
longer.
wh-
But
I like the
Aurora
Trolleys.
Downtown sponsors the Trolleys.
Where
and
did the
it's super
trolleys
fun.
come from? Where I mean,
Where did they come from?
yes.
the trolley
The
land.
sky. Yeah, Trolleyland.
This isn't. It's not like
I'm
a
sorry,
question
probably
that an 8-year-old would ask. Mom, where did trolleys come from?
They are historic trolleys that were once used, but which downtown Aurora had.
Right.
But no, we lease them, and they come in 7. But where do they stop? It's probably what you're
No,
talking
I mean,
about.
where?
don't know.
Like, how do you find a trolley?
There's
Well,
trolley
they're
rental
trolley
services.
companies, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is
like
it
bachelor
is it
parties and
local,
things.
or is it?
they have one in Naperville, and then there's one out by O'Hare, and so
Okay.
The Jolly
so yeah,
Trolley
we're leasing.
Company.
Yeah, we're leasing trolleys.
Is that what it's called?
Made that up.
That's
I just
great.
made that up.
I could see you doing that.
Tones.
Thanks.
Yeah, you could
Give
be
a
a trolley
little
conductor,
tour.
Yeah.
Give a little tour.
handing out newspapers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too funny.
There we go.
But anyway, so no, the trolley's been great, and it runs from 7 to 10 every
Right.
first Friday, and it goes around. It circles the venues.
You can
and,
drink as much as you want.
You can
get
drink
on
on
the
the
trolley.
trolley.
Now, see,
food
how
and
does that
beverage are
work?
welcome.
Because
you just you can
just
bring on.
like, do you have to?
BYOB.
You just bring a cooler. I've seen people bring coolers,
Yeah.
and they bring beer and stuff.
Because
Or
like,
you can bring a flask.
Yeah.
public consumption is still illegal,
Well,
isn't
you
it?
don't drink on the sidewalk.
But you still have to get from the trolley to the place
Yeah,
you're going.
just
right?
keep it in a
So-
cooler.
Yeah. Keep it in the cooler. Yeah.
We haven't had any issues. Everybody's been very responsible,
Yes.
and it's been a lot of fun.
No
And
fights.
I took Stella, my daughter Stella,
Right.
on, and it was super fun.
What was she
really
drinking?
enjoyed it.
I got some high C in this.
She's kind of a gin.
Woo!
I picture
A
her
paper
into
plate.
like. Yeah.
She likes the old fashioned drinks.
Yeah.
Old fashions.
No, not the old
I
fashioned.
tried a Manhattan recently, and I almost vomited. I just.
Oh my god!
That's a serious cocktail.
I don't really drink.
Like the hard liquor.
I don't really drink, and I for like medical reasons. That I recently got the okay from my doctor. Said, if you want to have a drink every once in a while, go ahead.
And so you just jumped right
I've
in
been-
with
no,
a
well,
Manhattan.
no.
Yes.
You got to ease into that,
thing is,
man.
wanted
like
an
I know.
old-fashioned.
No, see, the thing is I don't mind like some mixed drinks but you get mixed with like soda or something that's a little bit, But I was at this one establishment, and the GM came up and he was like, we make a great Manhattan. It probably was a great Manhattan. I have no idea. And I'm just like, and for some reason, I had no idea what a Manhattan was, but I just assumed it was,
it's
some
like
some
whiskey
kind
and
of-
cherry juice or something, right?
Right. Well, I don't know if there was really any cherry
Or-
juice in there.
No? Okay.
But
No, I think
but
Manhattans
some
are. I think it's just
bitters.
2 types of liquor. I think it's just straight up liquor.
So I ordered. I was just like, I'll have a Manhattan, with the confidential
Gusto.
confidence,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and the server brought it to me, and I took like a nice swig of it, and it was like lighter fluid
Yes.
with a cherry floating on it, and it may have been like the greatest Manhattan in the world, but I have no palate for that. And it was bad. It burned so much.
it burns so bad.
It burned.
So I am sorry that happened to you, Tony.
I
And-
have to learn to pace myself.
Well, what you have to do is you
Just
need
have a good drink.
you need to have a trusted Sherpa with you
Okay.
when you're trying to scale that type of a mountain.
Sure.
Someone who's going to be able to make a
Are
maybe
you volunteering as a Sherpa?
absolutely.
Do you know your drinks? Do you know your drinks?
I know enough to where if I know Tony, which I do, and I know that he's not a drinker, I would not recommend a Manhattan right off the bat.
Right.
I would start off a little bit easier, like maybe like you said, like a vodka and a ginger ale or something.
Right.
Something light.
I like a nice ginger ale.
Yeah.
well, he had some of my he had some of my. It was kind of like a mint julep with
Ugh.
a twist.
Yeah.
And
With the twist.
It was better than a mint julep, but
Okay.
that's to compare it to the
Right,
audience,
right,
so the
right.
listeners know what it was like. No, Juan did a great job. No, I've been into bourbon drinks lately.
As have I.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
and so I
enjoy
just
bourbon.
said, well, what do you have? I was like, well, do you have mint? And I wanted something like bourbon and bitters and mint and I don't know, something fun.
Something fun.
And so I think he put some cherry bitters or something in there. I don't know. And but it was really
Delicious.
good, and everybody ordered it because it was so
delicious.
And this was where?
good at Amori's
Chef
for
Amori's.
Dam.
33 West.
Yeah, they've
New
got
York
some
Street.
good stuff. But just the other day, I had a bourbon and Sprite with just lime, and that was really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go to like a bar that has no bitters or anything, then
Right. Right.
that's kind of what I came up
I'm
with.
I'll either just get bourbon on the rocks or whiskey ginger is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Whiskey gingers. Delicious. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're all alcoholics
it's
now.
That's right.
it's the
But
bourbon
no, it's
show.
fun. It's
We got
fun. It's
bourbon talk.
No, I've been studying the bourbon drinks, and it's kind of fun.
Cool. Well,
Let's
if you
sit alone
come
and
up with
cry
some
with
good
the
ones,
bubbles.
pass them along the recipe, and
Yeah.
I'll give it a
Okay.
shot.
All right. All right.
What else
will
we got
do.
going on here in the Aurora area?
Yeah, in downtown, there's quite an art scene happening right now. There's always the DLP, the David L. Pierce Art and History Center, and Materiality opened recently. That it's an exhibit on the 3rd floor that the Aurora Public Art Commission hosts, and that runs through April 25th. And then there's the William A. Tanner, turned 200, and we also have the historical notes is dedicated to William A. Tanner.
I did see
He
that
has
here
the
twice.
Tanner
Okay.
Museum, and so he'd be 200 if he was still alive,
Wow.
right?
He'd be really cranky too.
And scary looking.
Right.
And then the Aurora Stories on the 2nd floor. That's a continuing exhibit, and I recommend it for anyone of all ages. It's fantastic, great exhibit, lots of fun for kids and adults.
Ooh.
And then Les Mis opens this Wednesday, I
Yeah.
think. So that's
Jim Cordy
fun.
back at it.
Right? He was on your show last
Yes.
Sunday, so that's fun.
I had a fabulous and very entertaining conversation with Jim Cordy, and that was this past Sunday. It's available on the YouTube channel. So if you are a fan of the Paramount and the wonderful job that they've done with the Broadway series here over the past 4 years,
amazing.
I highly recommend it. Not because I want, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. It doesn't matter. It's all about Jim. He's got some great stories.
He's a great guy.
And just to hear him talk about his career, like the early days,
right,
and the people that he worked with on Broadway, and
did he work with like Bob Fosse and stuff?
Bob Fosse and Stephen Sondheim, and he's just kind of dropping, like he's not a name dropper, but he just kind of like.
But he was there. He
tries,
was in those
tries
shows.
to sneak it in real casually
shows.
into the conversation, and I'm just like, holy cow, you got to be kidding me. So yeah,
no, he's amazing. I interviewed him when he first moved here, and very, very impressive. He's a great guy, great friend.
Yes, and just a wonderful person in general. Like he's very modest and humble about all the things that he's done and his successes, and he's just truly interested in helping people perform all of these wonderful works, and
I think that's a theme throughout Aurora and this area. I think that's why the arts and entertainment has really been succeeding, because it is these people who just want to see things succeed, and
it's
like Javi with the Art Bar, and Jim and Tim Rader, and something new that Cultural Creatives is doing is April is National Poetry Month, and so they're welcoming submissions of poetry to put up in some of the vacant windows downtown, and they're going to have them up at some of the kiosks. So if any poets are out there, submit your poetry by this Sunday, March 15th, and it could be in a window display.
I might just do that.
Yeah, I think you should.
I might just do that.
You can write something.
Where do we send our
haiku
poetry?
To Karen Christensen.
There's a
look. I'll put the info up on Downtown Auroran Magazine if anybody wants to check there. And then another thing is a friend of a friend, Amy Massaro. She started this thing called Operation Spread Love this winter, and that was another thing that was really cool to see. She invited people to knit scarves and hats and gloves and leave them around, and
she's great. She's great people.
Isn't that neat?
Nice thing.
So just lots of, and then Martin Soto, he started the Kunstler House, and
careful,
and he wants to have art classes there, and just real affordable art classes, like $5 for different ages, and then the New Heights Studios and Gallery upstairs, they're doing a lot of fun things. So there's a lot of synergy, a lot of great things going on, and
synergy.
And connecting with Water Street Studios, and they have their climate exhibit
opening on Friday the 20th.
Yeah.
Yes.
March 20th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So So just a lot of great things happening right now.
Right. All kinds of stuff.
And what about you? You know a little bit about Yorkville, and
I know a little bit about that.
Stuff happening there. So tell us about that.
Anything going on?
There's actually not much happening in Yorkville.
No, but a new restaurant opened.
Thanks for that update, Tony.
Thanks. No, there is. I was going to say there is. The Barley Fork opened in downtown Yorkville, and that used to be the Kendall Pub.
Oh, I loved the Kendall Pub.
And you'll love the Barley Fork.
And the Barley Fork is really nice. They renovated it. They did all kinds of changes to it.
But did they keep the indoor bago court, the cornhole in the back? See,
no.
Oh, that's fun.
That's a shame.
No,
I didn't know about that.
There's no more bago. You can go do bago in your yard, I guess. But they, you know how it was kind of dipped in the back. There was like kind of they basically made it all level now.
Really?
So everything's level, and they have a real nice beer garden off to the side outdoors.
Okay.
So when we get warmer, it'll be a really nice.
Did they finish that street?
Yeah.
Is it all done?
On that side of the river, it's Route 47's all done, and then they're gonna.
That was a mess.
Right.
That was just.
And then this spring and summer, it's gonna be another mess on the north side, because they're gonna do Game Farm Road, which is the road that goes by the high school and City Hall and the library. They're gonna redo that, and that's gonna take like several months. So Yeah, and
So
then the
just,
rest
you
are Route
know,
47. So, but when it's done, it's going to be great.
Hang out in Aurora.
Right,
It's going to
right.
be fabulous.
But there's going to be right,
Marissa's out there with
Right.
like a flag.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, go that way.
Aurora's this
Go
way.
that way. Aurora. Aurora.
I would-
But
That
hey,
would-
what about that small, the tiny, small amphitheater that they've been talking about that seems somewhat controversial? What can you tell us about that?
They pulled that project.
So it's just totally pulled.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? In the future, they may revisit it or something.
Sure.
But there was some pushback from residents around that. So there was proposed a small, maybe like 150 person amphitheater.
So no River Edge Park.
No, nothing like that.
Well, kind of
They-
almost
they've-
like, what about that that little Millennium area off of...
The little gazebo off of Stolp.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
seems
that's a
like
nice,
what you're talking
yeah,
about, right?
Probably,
Kinda
yeah.
like that?
Yeah,
Nice
something
little
like that.
area. You can, a band can perform in there. Or
But
something.
yeah, and we've got elections coming up April 7th.
Any interesting races
got,
going on down that way?
Mostly Oswego seems to be the one. Oswego Village President and the Village Board. We've got two people who are on the Village Board who are running for Village President. Brian LeClaire is not running again after 2 terms. So they'll have a new Village President no matter what. And then there's 6 people running for 3 board seats down there. So that's going to be...
Oh, that'll be
There's
fun.
going to be some
and
upheaval, it
it's-
sounds like,
And
huh?
it's kind of an interesting political environment down there,
Sure.
to put it mildly. So
Are there some contentious
Small town excitement.
topics being tossed back and forth?
the big things are economic development and whether cities should offer incentives to businesses come to town.
Tax breaks and
tax
whatnot.
breaks and whatnot, right? And just taxes in general. That's always a nice topic. Roads, they need all this money to build roads, and there's differences of opinion on that. So
Okay.
and then there's also in Yorkville we've got some races, but they're not too contentious. So it's been pretty quiet on that end for Yorkville. But Yorkville did get a couple of grants rescinded though from Governor Rauner. Is making all these proposed cuts to the budget, and OSLAD, which is like an open lands grant program. Yorkville had a couple of pretty big, like several $100,000 grants that they were going to use to on their riverfront park, and then on a park on the north side, and those both, as of this past week, got yanked.
Got the axe.
So we'll see where that goes. There's gonna be a lot of hurting, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to start getting real political about things.
Oh, boy.
I'm not a political person.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
I'm
keeping
out.
quiet. So yeah.
But I mean, the sad truth of the matter is that Illinois is in bad shape, right? I mean,
Yes.
regularly ranked at or near the bottom of the entire country in terms of fiscal responsibility.
Right.
And I mean, it's going to result in some belt tightening at some point, right?
That is true.
And whether it's going to be these grants for open land, for now they're not going to teach art and music in school
Right.
anymore, or towns are going to get shorted by the state now.
Right.
It was another thing that's going to
and
happen.
towns are going to
so-
they're going to get squeezed because they always get a certain percentage of
right, and they build that into their budget.
right. And so now Governor Ron is proposing to cut that by he says 50%, and we'll see what actually is going to happen. But I mean, that's for like Yorkville, for example. I mean, that's like $1 million off of, and that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also proposing like a property tax freeze. So there's all this stuff that's kind of they're all getting squeezed. So
Yeah.
we'll see
Well,
if that
on the
actually
west
happens.
side, on April 7th,
Oh.
we'll be voting for a referendum that will help the west side school district 129 schools.
Oh.
And I'll be voting yes for
Okay.
that. And
Yes, a lot
and they
of-
were able to get really good a bond interest rate that's really low, and so it won't increase the debt side of the taxes. So it's really a great opportunity to seize this. So I'm hoping that All
Is
all
this
the
for like a
West
new
Siders will
school
vote.
or
No, they're going to
It
be.
benefits multiple schools. But
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of work at the high school. They want to
Hill
update
School
some
they want to
stuff.
rebuild.
Oh, okay.
And then they want to do some additions to several schools so that
Right.
they can get rid of the. They've got like the
portables.
mobile,
Oh, yeah.
the mobile double wides out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my daughter's in a portable right now, and so it appeals to me that they would be adding on to the schools and.
Well, that'll be
I'm
interesting
not a
to
big
see
fan
if,
of portables. So
yeah, well, right,
the
right.
materials they use and things
Right.
like that. I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
think it's probably
that'll
good
be interesting to
health-wise.
see if the referendum. I mean, I don't know how successful referendums usually
Well,
are.
I think
in
people,
Aurora.
assume that taxes will increase, and
Uh-huh.
so it's just getting the word out, getting
Right.
the education out
Right.
there that hopefully the taxes won't increase because they have the low bond.
Sure.
But yeah, and I went to Freeman, and so I think it's they've talked about building a new Freeman, and which I would hate for the old Freeman to be demolished, and so I think this is a great compromise that for a lot of the schools, McCleary and Freeman, that they can add on and still keep the existing architecture and integrity of these old buildings.
Good stuff.
And as I understand, Hill just isn't functional anymore.
Yeah.
And so they do, and that happened with Greenman too. They rebuilt Greenman.
All right, so you are recommending a yes vote on the
That's-
school district referendum.
I am. Yeah,
Marissa
for
says
West,
yes.
West School District 129. Yes, vote
Okay,
yes
then.
on
Punch
the referendum,
yes.
April
I don't
7th.
know if that works anymore.
No, unless you're talking about punching the
Right.
keys on the voting
That's right,
machine,
that's
you could
right.
still say that, I guess.
That's right.
Hey, EPS is checking in. Eric
Oh, yeah.
Schwartz, going back to our conversation about Mr. Tanner turning 200. He said,
yes.
he says, yeah, Tanner would be 200 and cranky, but he would know how to make a whiskey drink.
Oh, see,
He
maybe
probably
you'd
would.
like
He
maybe you'd
probably
like a
would.
Tanner whiskey.
But I don't know how
You
his,
should come up with a
Yeah,
special
right?
200th anniversary
good
whiskey
idea.
drink for
Right.
Mr. Tanner.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Right.
That's a good idea. And Eric is a great musician. He plays guitar.
Absolutely.
Look him up. He plays around town.
He's been doing a ton of shows here over the past year, and we caught one of his Music Monday shows at Culture Stock,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's at various theaters and
venues.
venues. Yes, so find his website. I don't know what it is right off the top of my
Yes.
head. Sorry, Eric, but
He's on Facebook, and
Yeah.
he's a great
Well,
guy. He wrote a piece
he's-
for the magazine that I had online once.
he has co-hosted this show. So if you wanted to go back and check that out, he's a
Nice.
he's a funny
There you go.
funny,
Check
funny
that
man,
out on YouTube.
very talented. What
So,
is
yeah.
Mr. I don't
And
know.
I think
William.
Andrea said hi too. And Andrea, I'm so sorry you can't tune in to this fun. I hope you can watch it
Yeah,
later.
she's gonna come back and watch
She
it
has a really cool
later.
job now and in the
Yes.
fashion industry.
Yes.
How come she's not in this
Right?
magazine?
I know, she should have
She
submitted
really
something.
should have been a
She's
contributor.
been busy.
Oh, Moni.
But
Oh,
what?
that's great.
After
But we
the
love
fact.
Andrea, and she right now.
Yes.
What is it?
Sounded
Shut
creepy.
your.
Yes.
Can we
Oh
cuss on the
no!
show?
Well,
yeah. It's
SYFFAL.
All right.
We'll just leave it at that. You can look it
We'll
up.
leave it at that.
SYF.
But anyway, she has a very truthful interview. I loved it. I love her, and
I
I
did read
appreciate
that.
that she was so truthful with everyone. I think we're always kind of not really showing our full selves to people, always hiding things, and I thought that was really cool that she because everybody can relate. No matter what you've gone through, people can relate
Yeah.
with it. And
Well, let's just
everybody has
mention
hard times.
really briefly what that interview was about, and that was an interview with that website about the fact that that Andrea is no longer in hot pursuit of musical fame and stardom.
Right.
And you know what? I also appreciated the truthfulness and being open like that. But it so often happens that when you kind of let go of something, then all of a sudden something happens.
I agree with that.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's
so,
very true. Once you stop looking for love, you find love, right?
Yeah, it's
That's what
kinda
I always
sorry.
say.
I've heard you say that.
at all. I
Yes,
never say that.
all the time.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
you don't know.
But I'm happy for her. I think
You
she's in a
never
good
know.
place right now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm supportive of whatever direction she goes, and I think we all can relate,
sure
and we
she's
have
glad
that
to hear
feeling,
that.
of whatever we're doing in life. I mean, everyone wants some.
She wrote about a lot of
Maybe not
heavy
fame,
stuff,
but-
and I think she just
Yeah.
wanted to take a breather.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
from the heaviness.
So check it out. Check it out. It's on her Facebook. She has it.
Yes.
But hey, Tony, how's things going with you and your little race with Kevin Monday?
Oh,
Yeah.
you want a little weight
Fitness.
loss challenge.
Fitness
I mean,
competition.
you and I have been walking. That's a lot of fun. And
We do a lot of walking,
Yeah.
a lot of running, a lot of hardcore CrossFit sports.
little medicine ball here
yeah, a
and there.
little medicine
Been
ball.
Yeah.
tossing the telephone poles around.
Oh
or-
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. Lifting up my Civic. I just do like push like bench presses
Yes.
of my Civic.
You-
But he's in this
I-
contest with a friend, and
I have to lose. Well, we both have to lose 35 pounds total by the end of April. Now, well, first of May, and it started in like around the holidays.
Ooh, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
After
that
the
was,
holidays
that was
or
tough.
before the
No, before
holidays?
the holidays.
But Tony has done a great job. I mean, look at him; he looks
But
great.
I have lost
Svelte.
a little over 20 pounds.
Very nice.
And since then, and I need to get back on the fitness train here. But
Well,
But,
the weather is improving,
it's and
and maybe you can get
It
outside.
helps.
And
We went on the trail the other
Yeah,
night.
yes.
It was a
it
little
was
cold.
it was
but we had
really
fun.
cold and dark, and
Yes.
we weren't really sure where we were going. So but we didn't get mugged, and it was fine.
Yes, it was a good time.
good.
But it's been an interesting adventure, and it's going to be easier getting outside because I'm not a big fan of working out in gyms and such with the smells and the various people and everything.
Just smell your beard.
Just
the
yeah,
minty,
yeah.
the
It's
minty
just
fresh.
it all smells like socks, and you're walking around, and you're just like people are bigger and stronger, and you're just like
funny.
you're getting lapped by like 85-year-old men or whatever, and I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Those
but yeah,
85-year-olds.
yeah,
competition.
exactly, right.
Keep you on your toes.
But yeah, it's cutting out sugar and stuff and that kind of stuff. So,
Hey,
I think it's all good. It's
well,
like
Tony,
a lifestyle change.
if there's anything that we can do for you to to help you along your fitness path to get to your goals, you
Yeah.
let us know.
okay. You could be my.
No, I'm already your whiskey guru.
Yeah,
I'm not, I
whiskey
can't.
guru, yeah.
I cannot also be your fitness guru.
Oh, come on.
Those are
You
mutually
can't.
No, I'm
exclusive.
a pretty good personal trainer. I
Oh,
yell
yeah.
at him,
Okay,
make him
so-
cry. It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
You're pretty. Yeah. She's
Well, don't
pretty
get
intense.
personal about it.
She's pretty intense.
Oh God. Okay,
we
so
have fun.
kind of along those lines,
Yeah.
we've got a check in here from Jason Delancey, who he's one of those folks that I just met officially at this last First Fridays.
Is that right? Well, Jason is also a contributor to the Downtown Auroran
Well, but
issue here.
He's one of those people where, like, every once in a while I would see his, name pop up on
Sure.
Facebook because they're trying to get you to friend more people. And
Right,
they're like,
right.
hey, you and Jason Delancey have like 130 friends in
Right.
common. How come
Yeah.
you don't know
Right.
this guy already?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you met.
So,
'Cause
yes.
he's a great guy. And Stephanie, his partner, she has a recipe, a delicious recipe in this magazine. So
What is that for? Recipe?
It's an African vegan soup.
Yeah, it's like
It's really
sweet
great.
potatoes.
I like
Is
Africans
I
and
think
vegans.
sweet potatoes and
so-
rice and
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
garbanzo beans or
Right
something.
here on
It's really
page 10.
delicious.
Yeah.
And
West-
peanut butter.
West African peanut butter stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, we had it on New Year's Eve. It was super yummy.
Delicious.
She's really talented, and she has black market pickle too.
Black
but yes,
market pickle.
Jason, Tony and I are best friends. Are you
Easy.
kidding me?
We're
We
BFFs.
totally get along.
BFFs.
Yeah,
You should
well-
have seen us before the show.
We were completing each other's sentences. We don't even know.
Wait, well, we got to read
Jaime
his
told us
question.
to
Hold
get
on
a
a
bedroom,
second.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, so Jason is wondering, hey, what are Tony and Marissa like when the cameras are off? Is Tony a diva? Does Marissa really like Aurora?
He demanded that small. What is that? Like an 8-ounce water bottle.
I demanded a small water bottle. If I don't
tried
get
to
my
give
small
him-
water bottle,
I tried to give him the
I'm
standard
gone.
water bottle,
I'm
and
done.
he almost. We had to beg him to come back to the studio. Yeah.
I'm done. And I need an empty Kiwanis mug that I can lift
Dear
from
sh-
time to time.
Shout out to the Kiwanis.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness
And green
me.
M&Ms.
And
So-
Jaime has a very nice, clean basement. Very
Yeah.
organized. Lots of games.
Very
we
nice.
should come for game night.
Yeah.
We could
invite
have game night.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun. We'll hang out at the bar. I'll bring bourbon.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
Right?
Right.
But
Have
we'll
some fun.
also.
Do you have bitters? Do you have a
No.
a bar? Okay.
It's no. I
I'm
usually.
thinking
good
of
with just-
investing and just doing just a very small
Yeah.
bar. Just
Mm-hmm.
a bottle of bitters. And,
Woodman's has
okay.
everything you need.
Right.
They've
Okay.
got their liquor store is fabulous.
Yeah.
I think it'd
Big
be
fan.
fun.
It's huge.
You know, I didn't watch Mad Men, but
Ooh,
that's
a lot of drinking going on in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I'd
start
like to. I'll
like
have to
first
get
thing
the-
too.
I'll have to get like the set now or something.
They
in
have
the
their morning
library.
meeting, and there's dudes in there just drinking
Yeah.
whiskey, and one guy was drinking like vodka and milk. That was his breakfast drink. Ugh.
Yeah. That just doesn't
I don't know.
sound.
You know, I just go out and have one drink and it's fun, but
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
kind of an art to it, and I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You're no Amy Perry, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
We're both the same. We're like one drink
shots
sippers.
fired.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
No pun intended.
no.
She
Perry's
like
busy.
nurses a martini
She's not
the
even
whole
listening.
night.
She's busy
Yeah, she's
hauling a body around.
Hauling dead people. But
She's a mortician. Just
all our friends have
She's
great
didn't-
jobs, don't
she
they?
hasn't
This
killed
is-
anybody.
yeah.
Yeah, we should probably clarify that.
Yeah.
Just yeah. She's
Oh,
yeah.
too fun. Too fun.
Perry.
Okay. Wait, hang on a second. EPS before we sign off here. He's got another something.
Lush
What
Market
else?
will be
I did
one
want
time
to
this
ask.
summer.
Once this year and no art walk. Any thoughts? Eric is saddened by this news.
You're sweet, Eric. Alley Art Festival is taking a break. We'll be back in 2016. Much needed break. And Lush Market will be August 15th. So it'll be just one time, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I also have a summer preview of some of the events that are happening. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. Summer Festival at Two Brothers and Blues on the Fox.
Do we know who's doing that Two Brothers Festival yet?
Not yet. Soon. The announcement will be soon.
They better get on that.
Yeah, it's always a great act. Always, Chris Baller does a great job.
Absolutely.
We'll all be impressed. And then there's going to be a jazz festival in June.
Mm-hmm.
A new.
It's like
It's not a
smooth-
new jazz festival, but it's new to River
Smooth
Edge
jazz,
Park.
right?
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of great opportunities for a lot of fun and a lot of festivals this summer.
Do we know who the big act is going to be at River Edge yet?
Not yet, but I've heard it's someone who plays regularly, like at Ravinia. And I did notice, I mean, I honestly have no inside information, but I did notice that Willie Nelson is not on the Ravinia calendar.
How cool
So,
would that be?
I know, it probably would never happen. But,
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
but I was like trying to spot like who's not on the calendar when I looked at the Ravinia calendar.
It's the
Could be
I'm
also
like,
that
well,
he's like
who-
85.
your
usually
investigative
plays-
reporter instincts are starting to kick in
I
here,
know, it's
Marissa.
probably not. It's
Ronnie
probably
Millsap.
who did
Ronnie
you
Millsap.
mention? Yeah, Ronnie Millsap.
Oh, who's the tall, skinny,
day
goofy-looking
now.
dude that used to be married to Julia
Oh, Lyle
Roberts?
Lovett. No,
Lyle Lovett.
no, I'd see Lyle Lovett.
I would go to a Lyle
Lyle
Lovett
Lovett's,
show.
good
I would
stuff.
too. That would be super fun.
But it's not going to be
So-
him either.
Or Harry Connick Jr.
Lyle
would be a good
Lovett's
show.
playing
It's not gonna be-
somewhere
It's not gonna be
this
him.
summer. I saw.
Those are all good. Those are
maybe
all
Chicago Theater or something.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. I'm in Ravinia mode right now.
I know.
I'm like,
You're
I
you're
know,
being
I
very
know.
positive.
So
being very
I
silly.
have no info. I'm sorry.
It's
to
the Ravinia of the
disappoint.
West, isn't it? River Edge Park.
Yeah,
It's a great venue. It really
It
is.
is.
You know.
It is.
I think there's still.
If you're a little short on funds, just find somebody with a canoe and you can hang
Yep.
out on the river.
yeah, a kayak and yeah.
or a raft.
And Rocktown Adventures is
stick
opening
raft.
up for the spring soon.
Oh, yeah.
in early April,
Yeah.
and so you can rent a kayak. And,
Oh, okay. Right there.
Yeah. Right off,
the name of the
off
street?
of New York. It's on Spruce.
Okay, excellent.
So yeah, lots of good stuff. I hope everyone seizes the opportunity to come downtown and support local stuff. And
Oh, Brittany Tripp, we love you.
Brittany Tripp
do
is
love
checking
Brittany.
in. She says, we love Tony and Amoni. Any chance you guys could do this more often?
yeah, you like our ramblings, Brittany?
Uh-huh.
We love Brittany. Isn't she great?
Yeah, she is the best.
She posts the best pictures of her little baby Caroline and her son Parker. And Brittany's very talented.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, the Art Bar has a new website.
Ooh, yeah.
So check it out. I think it's theartbar.com, but I'm not sure. You can Google.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody even use URLs anymore? I just Google everything, right?
You Google everything.
But the Art Bar has a great website. Teresa Mills,
yeah. Millie's.
and she did like a new logo, and she's doing the website, and
She's doing some blogging, I think.
yeah, and she's really super creative. Does crocheting and she's another multi-talented Aurora artist. But yeah, she featured Brittany and Roz Anomaly. So check out their website, and you can learn more about the local artists that participate in Art Bar. They did a
Yeah.
great photo shoot, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
they photoshopped Tony's head.
I
He couldn't make it.
couldn't make it, and it was
Are you on the-
it was a wonderful tribute. I look like I'm 3 feet tall.
Yes.
Are you on the Art Bar board of directors? Or
Yeah, sure, whatever.
is that what that's for?
Honorable.
Yeah.
board of
ex
director.
officio.
Yeah.
You're just the man about town.
Sure.
Or honorary is what I meant.
Honorary, yeah.
Can't say anything this morning.
It's okay.
Well, thanks for having us, Jaime. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Well,
it's
it's
always
always-
fun. and
My pleasure. You know, it's always one of
know
the highlights
we,
of the season.
We have a great time. We could have done more shout outs, but
Yeah, well, whatever.
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 So there's so I guess we have to look forward now to the summer issue then, which is
Yeah, the summer issue.
It's gonna be
I think the
in,
topic's historic
June?
preservation, and
June, July, June. When's the next one coming out?
it'll be coming out.
Good.
The deadline's May 8th. It comes out early June.
There you go.
And
So we'll see you guys again in June, if not
yeah.
before.
And go to the Yeti, buy a First Friday tote. There's so much great stuff in this magazine. I mean, really, right?
Yeah.
Especially this
chock
ad,
full.
this ad for Fox Valley
Fox Valley
Voice,
Voice
you have
has an
in
ad.
here. Right
I mean,
next,
this is,
yeah.
pick this up all around town.
Beautiful.
Local,
this
local
color in here.
businesses.
Yes, and the pages are so shiny. How do you get them like that? Do you have to
Right?
polish them? Or?
There's a wax.
Special gloss.
Wax.
Sign up for summer camps, SciTech summer camps. You
Yeah.
can win a free little library. No, thanks for listening, guys. I know
Yeah.
we ramble on and
Yeah,
on,
we
and I
ramble,
hope I let Tony talk enough today.
Hey,
I talked a bit.
when's the public library opening? The new one?
Soon.
Soon. We don't have a date yet.
June. August.
It'll be open by June.
June.
I've heard end of spring, so but
Okay.
you know how things go.
So maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that on our next show.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it.
Okay.
And you guys are so handsome. I just
Yeah.
this is where my
All
mind
right.
is
You're
today.
starting.
I can't think of anything.
You're starting to get
because-
inappropriate.
Yeah. Amoni sandwich.
You had to go there.
Yes.
Oh man. So yes, thank you
right.
once again to Marissa Amoni and Tony Scott, the Tony and Amoni Show, right here on the Fox Valley Voice. Wait a minute, we got one last thing here before we go.
Oh,
What happened? What did we do?
is this Perry?
Oh, it's just
Oh.
Eric again saying great show, guys. Well,
Oh,
thank you,
Amy's
Eric.
listening.
Haha,
Amy.
Perry.
You are totally busted.
I know. That's okay. I'll make it up to you, Amy.
Oh man.
We're gonna have a slumber party soon in Rockford. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, well, it'll be great.
Do you think we could do a show with Amy Perry, asking her about her
In her living room, she has the
Sure.
Her
the
interesting
coolest
line of work?
living room.
Oh, sure, sure.
as long as we could have a disco ball as
Bring
well.
your
Yeah.
stuff to Rockford, and we'll show up at her door.
Right.
So, all right. So,
All right.
well,
Well,
we'll
that's
think
been
about
fun.
that. We'll ponder that. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank the friends of the show, in addition to Downtown Auroran Magazine, which can be found at downtownaurorian.com. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Drendel and Jansen's Law Group. They have been a wonderful friend to the show. BataviaLaw.com is where you can go to get any kind of legal advice. Also, Neighbors Magazines and Bureau Gravity,
Yeah.
a holistic marketing agency. Check them out. They are also proud citizens of downtown Aurora.
That's right.
So stay tuned. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. I have not yet promoted officially this show, but coming up, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. What's the date on that?
22nd.
Second.
If the Friday's the 20th, then it'll be the 22nd.
22nd. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna
St.
do.
Patrick's Day. We should all go out.
Okay.
Okay.
What is that, Wednesday?
All right.
Tuesday.
Bring it
Tuesday.
back.
Okay.
So that date, whatever date we just decided that was, we are going to have Fermilab talk
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
with
Andre
Andre?
Salz?
Andre Salz
That'll be
and
great.
Brian Nord, who is
Ooh, nice.
actually a real live scientist.
Oh, that'll be
Right.
fun.
So we'll be talking about
Oh, that'll be interesting.
particle colliders and dark energy and
Nice.
all that crazy stuff. That's probably going to make my
I'll
head,
tune in.
head explode.
It sounds like dorky fun. I love it.
Yes.
All right.
I'll totally tune in.
So that is the next show of the Fox Valley Voice. We'll talk to you next time.
Yay, thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.